And let me forewarn you, for those of you who think you need a backpack and a stethoscope and 20 different books and your mask and your notebook and your water bottle and all of this stuff and a lunchbox, don't forget your chapstick and your accessories and another bag and 10 different pens. This video is not for you. Hi everyone, welcome back to Nurse Katherine here. Welcome back to another video all about nursing. In today's video, I am going to be reviewing with you guys, kind of showing you guys and showing you what I have of the best clinical supplies that you need to have a successful day on clinical or have a successful day as a registered nurse. Every single one of these objects that I am going to be showing you can be found in the description below. There are Amazon links to every single one of these, almost. So you guys can go down to the description and see all of the supplies that I have used, and I believe I have gotten almost all of this off of Amazon. So let's just start with the obvious, and that would be your stethoscope. This stethoscope is made by Bjorn Hall. I do have a video comparing this stethoscope and my Littmann Classic 3 stethoscope. So, of course, you need a stethoscope. You can easily just throw this around your neck if you want to, or put it in your pocket. Not really a big deal. You do not need a cardiology stethoscope as a student nurse. Let me just be the first one to say that. This stethoscope, I believe, is like $90. You do not need a $500 stethoscope. And let me tell you, even if you're a cardiology nurse, like working on a cardiology floor, not like an actual nurse practitioner cardiologist, you do not need a $500 stethoscope. Doctors I worked with in the emergency room don't even have $500 stethoscopes. Half the time they used mine because they didn't want to use their own in contact rooms. So this is sufficient enough. Next, I didn't bring this to work with me. I actually kept it in my locker, so it was always at work, was my extra carrying case for my earpieces. This one is all messed up, but these are my extra earpieces and my carrying case. Bjorn Hall actually does send you this when you buy one of their stethoscopes, which is really nice because you can just close it up and zip it up. So I kept this in my locker, but you don't actually have to have this with you. So really, a stethoscope is the only thing so far. Next, which is really only prominent because we're in 2021 now and we just went through 2020, would be your mask. This is the mask that I have. I have the Envo mask. I haven't even opened this in like months because I haven't been back at work yet because my license didn't transfer to Georgia yet. But this is my Envo mask. I also have 2 videos of this mask if you are interested in this mask. Next is chapstick. I always carry chapstick with me at work because the air is so dry at work. So I always have chapstick with me that easily can just go right in a pocket. Hardly anything that you're carrying on you. You don't want to weigh those pockets down. Which leads me on to my next thing that you put in your pocket, and that is a pen. I literally would only bring 1 pen with me to work. You don't need more than 1 pen. If you are a student nurse or if you're on a med-surg floor and you have patients days in a row, I always used a 4-colored pen. You can find that in the description as well. I used like the pastel color ones, but I really just use a black pen. That is it. 1 pen. That's all you need. You don't need 20 different color pens. The next object I have, I really only used when I was a new nurse and when I was a nursing student, and that would be a clipboard and paper. Now, I did always have my report sheets when I was a med-surg nurse in the ER. We didn't do that because there was no reason to have report sheets because you don't have time to write anything down in the ED and you constantly had new patients coming in and going. So, a clipboard. This clipboard was literally $1 at Walmart. That's it. $1 at Walmart. This is Up and Up brand. I think this is from Target. It came in a pack of 4 or 5, I believe, and that was like $2. You don't need all these fancy papers. I am going to be showing you all a report sheet that I have made, and I will be doing a YouTube video on that. But that really was for med-surg nursing and for nursing clinicals. Of course you need your badge, and I always used mine on a reel. This I did get off of Amazon actually, and this badge reel has a magnet, and you can change this in and out, which I really like, so you don't have 20 of these floating around your house and you never know where they are. And if you want to change it, you simply just take this off and change the part that goes on the front. And second to last, I always have my water bottle. This is super important because you get so dehydrated in nursing and you need to stay hydrated. So make sure you get a water bottle that stays cold if you want cold water, or stays hot. This actually can be a thermos as well. So if you drink coffee, you could put your coffee in here. This is made by Buzio, which I did get this off of Amazon. And as you can see, I have dropped it a few times, but it has held up really well. And it's fairly cheap. I think it was only $19. I was not going to pay the price for a Yeti when I could just get something like this that works just as well. And lastly, I used this little bag that I can wash that my sister gave me, that you can simply just put all of this stuff right into. I can even fit my stethoscope in here. Zip it right up, grab my mask, grab my bag, and take my water bottle and lunchbox, and that's it. I don't want to be carrying a ton of stuff to work. I don't want to get a ton of germs on all of my stuff and bring it back into my house. This was easy enough to keep in my locker at work. I could keep this in my locker at work, or I could just simply put it in a small bin in the back of my car and know I had it for every day at work. And then you're not fumbling with all of this stuff just like I was in the beginning of this video. That's really simply all you need to go to work. Of course, you'll have keys. I always kept my locker keys in this bag and my locked restraint keys in this bag as well. If you're on clinicals and you have iPads, of course you can just stick those right in your pockets. I never had to bring any books to clinical. I didn't need to bring like a medication book or anything like that because everything's right online for you. We had micromedics, so I could look up micromedics stuff online at the hospital. I didn't have to bring books with me for all of that. Sometimes I would bring study stuff, but you know, I'm there for clinical. I'm not there to study. So I would study after clinical. So you don't need to bring a ton of stuff with you to clinical. This simply is what you need to have a successful day, and it won't leave you feeling overwhelmed with everything that you have brought to work or to clinical. And that is it for today's video. If you guys are interested in any of this stuff, hit that description below and you can find links to almost all of this stuff. Other than that, I will see you guys in tomorrow's video and have a wonderful day.